Hi, my name is Lindsey Clausen. I speak on behalf of LUX Center for the Arts, and I just wanted to tell you briefly how donor dollars have really made a difference for us, especially during this whole coronavirus pandemic. So just to start off, typically United Way supports our outreach programming that we do, where we teach after-school clubs at different Title I elementary schools around Lincoln, as well as Lancaster County Youth Services Center. So in March, when everything was starting to change with the whole coronavirus pandemic really hitting, we basically had to pivot all of our programs and do something different because we were no longer able to go in and serve after schools, as schools were canceled and no outside visitors were allowed in. So basically the way that we have pivoted with the support of United Way was to send art supply bags home with families instead. So we had the funds to teach these classes to a couple hundred individuals, but we were able to then turn that money into art supplies that we could send home with about 420 different families. So I feel really fortunate that we were able to serve so many people, and United Way totally made that possible. So then aside from that, the coronavirus has changed, of course, a lot of things for many people, and the LUX is really no exception. Basically, our outreach program was one thing that had to pivot. Our summer camp programs also had to pivot, and we switched to more of a mentoring private lesson program since we didn't really feel comfortable offering these large group camps. And we also have done a couple of other things. We changed up the way that we have done a community mural project. We have what we call an art alley, which is between two of our buildings, and it's a space for people to come and kind of express themselves creatively, and it's a great social distance activity that's we feel extremely safe. The paint supplies are all disposable, and it's just one kind of service we were able to kind of refresh and offer to our community during this kind of bizarre time. Aside from that, we are also planning a way to pivot our free community hands-on festival that we do every year in August. So Summerfest will not be happening this year, but we're going to do something called Art Safari, which is a drive-through art experience, which is going to be really cool. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be August 7th through 16th here at the LUX. And basically, it's been kind of an interesting challenge to kind of adapt our programs. We are not one who want to do a lot of virtual content. We think there's a lot of organizations out there that do a great job of that, but the LUX is really a hands-on organization, so we're trying to continue to do that as much as possible. We have done some virtual content, some gallery talks, some artist-led studio tours, and a few videos on how to do projects at home, but the majority of what we've been doing is in person or socially distant activities, and it's going to be interesting to see how we can continue to move forward. So anyway, just kind of wanted to say thank you for supporting us through this kind of challenging time, and wanted to remind you that every gift to the United Way Impact Fund really does make a difference. So no matter the size of the gift, every dollar counts, especially when they're all added up together. They can really do great things for people here in our community in Lincoln. So thank you.